don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got... It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Coach, it is a gorgeous night in the desert. The roof is open, the stars are out, the good life. And we've got football ahead from State Farm Stadium here in Glendale, Arizona. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
Blue 80! Yeah. Mike 58, right there. Silver.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
Let's go!
On 2nd and 9. Wilson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming up?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Ready up. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Topper.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January. It got his man complete. 39 yards there, a big one.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
They go play action with Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. But there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Johnson on the counter. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
60 out long.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Patterson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
61, matchbox, light, get it.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And they'll get him down here at the 23. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man, complete. There he goes, right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Marquise Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. To throw on third down. Patterson trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Patterson. He's airing it out for Williams. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
They keep it with Penny on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
On second down, here's Penny. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. They go play action now. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Here we go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 22, Garoppolo. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Rashad Penny. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. Garoppolo on 1st down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting
under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Going up top for Kupp. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
This is Penny. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now Wilson on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Friday. Easy.
To throw again. Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
58,
From the shotgun, Wilson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. You take it right on the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's Johnson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Garoppolo now. He's got his man. It's Butler. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Garoppolo looks to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Going up top for Kupp. He's got it at the 15. And a big 32-yard play on third. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
Penny, a first down carry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Now it's Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Here we go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Here we go.
On first down, Garoppolo. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 16. They begin with a run by Penny. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 77 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. That'll be caught by Cup. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's got a man. It's Williams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Now Garoppolo will lead his guys up to go for the 2-point try. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Again, it's Penny. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the whip.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. A quick throw here out to Brown. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the run, it's Penny. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the ground, this is Johnson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. His carries tonight, and the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll run with Penny. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Rashad Penny, 35 yards. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, that play certainly felt like what I call a tendency breaker. 1st and 10, they dial up a draw play. That's not a normal situation, but give credit to the defense. They weren't fooled at all and really finished off the play.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Going up top for Kupp. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back.
Here we go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with his team again.
For Keenan Allen, that's complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll get this one to Cobb, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Open man right side is Cobb, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Now Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now it's Penny. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points.